Good evening and welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're all having a good evening. I am streaming tonight, even though the Frag 4 Super Stream is going on, as, you know, I've got my every day of the year personal stream challenge going. But I am, of course, going to direct any of you that drop in to go to the Super Stream, which I've just put a link in chat there. For a good cause. Frag Force is raising money via Extra Life for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's a variety of different streamers with a variety of different hospitals. Here's my own Extra Life link for those that have care to see it. I'm afraid my stream slot this morning was not as successful as I had hoped, but hey, $100 raised for the kids is $100 raised. I won't knock it. On that note, let's go ahead and get into some Fallout 76. I really want to continue the Skyline Valley questline. First, we'll pick up today's Atom Shop item. Scrap kit. Oh yeah, love it. I do not care about the playtime paints. And it's still the summer camping for everything else. Alright. Let's go ahead and load on in. I do not even remember taking this picture. Obviously I did, I just don't remember it. I could have started streaming like an hour ago, and I really wish I had. But it's just, it took so much kind of mental willpower to get moving on it. Alright, so on the Sam. Where am I?
Automated Mining Services welcomes you to the home of industry.
Oh, I'm in Watoga.
Visitors,
Okay.
please see our receptionist. Welcome to AMS, the future of
Oh,
mining.
go ahead and join.
AMS is
Oh,
here.
I hear fireworks outside.
Thank you for visiting.
Isn't that delightful? Some, firecrackers, I think it is. Ain't that fun? Ooh. I'm, having a little bit of streaming issue here. And by streaming issue, I mean my game has frozen. Let's see what we can do about that. Oh, when I say the game froze, maybe I more mean my computer froze. Well, let's see what we can do about that. As people continue to light firecrackers outside of our house. Alright, that's running a little better. Oh, a little better anyways. Might need to do something else, but we'll figure it out. That's the stash box, not the Tinker's Workbench. Huh. Hold on one second, folks, if you can hear me. Let's see if I can figure out How about that? Anything? Bueller? Let's see. Is that a little better? Microphone's set right. And I'm seeing stuff flagging. I'm hearing stuff. Alright, give me just a moment, folks. I'm going to have the missus try it, because I was trying on my phone and it didn't seem to work. Oh, well now I was getting sound. Yeah, it's working on my phone. I'm hearing sound on my phone. Alright, now that I have ammo, I'd like to continue the Skyline Valley quest. To the Dark Hollow Manor. Atrium upper level, please. Okay, good. I mean, I have done silly things and broken my audio before, so, you know, it's not an invalid worry. Alright, let's see how this quest line goes. Actually, one second, let me check with the wife on something. Alright folks, I apologize if you hear fireworks in the background. My neighbors are having a grand old time, despite the fact that it is not Juneteenth, it's not July 4th, and it's not Memorial Day. So, or even Father's Day.
Oh good, you're here, and you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough.
You're a ghoul, but you're not a lightning ghoul.
Ghoul? Isn't that, I don't know, a bit childish? Sure, I'm a ghoul and you're not lost. Glad we got that straightened out. Ah, good. Well, bit of a downer, actually. Got my hopes up for a second, but I digress. Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall, in the Overseer's office, as he is the Overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
Boy, you are a chipper one. Alright, I guess I'll go down the hall. Which, that's really not much of a hall. But okay.
Willkommen, bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outside? Do you intend to harm us?
Let's go with the good answer.
Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You're a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface. Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise.
Mm-hmm. I am curious why you would think 76.
Oh, don't be silly. You certainly aren't from any of the others nearby. There's no need to be coy. I think we can both gather why I'd come to such a conclusion.
Fair enough.
Wunderbar. Kismet even. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with, I believe I can repay you for your effort.
You are a bit of an odd duck, Overseer Stoltz.
No catch. Just opportunity. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind.
I mean, that tends to be what I do.
Fantastic. I'm pleased to hear it. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stoltz, Overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stoltz Enterprises, respected member of Vault-Tech's board of directors, and overall international man of mystery. Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside consultant.
Member of the
Yes,
Vault-Tech board of
That would do
directors.
perfectly.
Now that's intriguing.
Oh, please. Hugo, now I'm sure you have many questions, I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help to answer much.
So you say?
Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him
Oh,
vet
goody,
you
I'm a
before
gopher
we
yet
proceed
again.
further. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it.
That does let me gather information, so alright.
You'll do splendidly, I'm sure.
I tend to be a pretty good gopher,
Back.
yes.
The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
Who am I hearing? Oh,
What would Cassie do?
Cassidy's
Been a long
personal
time since
terminal?
we had a good community gathering around here.
Never mind that. Have you heard? There's been contact from the outside.
Well, let's see. Press release. For over 50 years, Stoltz Industry has been a proud leader in export management and a shining beacon of international brand intermediary consultation. America's greatest brands and products have found their way to shelves abroad thanks to the exceptional business-minded leadership of Mr. Hugo Stoltz and his beloved business partner, Mrs. Cassidy Stoltz. Duo is pleased to announce a permanent residency in the United States as part of a larger effort for more direct collaboration with its closest partners, such as...
Should have arrived a few years back.
Okay.
The old vault sure
Dinner.
was...
Dearest Professor Calaver, Hugo and I were delighted to join you for dinner last week. Hugo has not been able to stop gushing about the ideas you shared on your current projects. He wants me to tell you that he finds these types of visionary pursuits to be a true inspiration to him, especially as he seeks a spot on the board. That aside, you should know that Hugo and I have very little patience for games. Shunning dear old Des from the invite list was quite the faux pas. Think of the things we could do if we only put our minds together. As you may have heard, our sights have recently set west with... Hugo asked me not to continue. I suppose cover angered him more than I thought. Alright. Apologies. Brian, thank you for raising your concerns with Hugo and I the other evening. We agree that the specifics raised during the town hall meeting were too vague to quash all fears in these trying times. We will speak with our lawyers about a follow-up meeting for you and other members of the Dark Hollow Falls community. As a token of gratitude, Hugo and myself have hired movers and trucks to aid everyone on the day of the big move. Someone will be in touch with you to discuss the details. Our families share rich history together, and we cannot thank you enough for your insight and connection to this great park you call a home, despite Eminent Domain's best efforts, no less. We pledge a safe spot in our coming vault to you and the other families should the worst come to pass. We recommend you not see this as giving up your homes, but rather giving us the opportunity to remodel them for an uncertain future. Lawyers to confirm that this letter will not be legally binding. Interesting. Vault 63 terminal note. To be placed in storage until Cassidy begins to feel like her old self again.
No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
I wonder if Cassidy's one of the lost. That would be a shame.
Someone do so much good around here.
So the situation reports that way. So what is up here? Is it the people that I've been hearing?
All the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
What would Cassie do?
Well, a bedroom. Anniversary letter. Transcribed from the desk of Hugo Stoltz. My beloved Cassie, with you I never feel far from home. You've enriched my life in ways I've never thought possible. You become my better half, my sight, my lover. Mit der Honne ich Stellen. Or as they would say here, you are my partner in crime. A life without you would be terribly dull, and I would never want to miss you. My treasure, these have been the best years of my life. Happy anniversary. Ich liebe dich. Dein Hugo. Aw, it's very cute. Thank you. Cassie, my dear friend, I am forever grateful for the chance to exhibit my work at the New Orleans Museum of Art, largely thanks to your generous donations, which has funded the most difficult to source materials for my pieces. As you know, the majority of materials I use have to be shipped to me by my family, as I'm unable to find them anywhere, or myself, here in the States. The exhibition opens in 2 weeks, and I would be so honored if you would attend the opening ceremony to see my art and to give me a chance to express my gratitude in person. Please find the attached tickets for opening night with all the details. Yours truly, Catherine. Okay. Actually, I will take the anniversary note. Just in case.
Supplies are
You never know when
starting
you
to
might need
dwindle a
something
little.
like that.
Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storm.
Can I collect the wood? Nope. Seriously though,
My dear Cassie,
where's the talking coming from?
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
I guess it's gotta be behind this door? Well, you would think.
what would Cassie do?
How's it going out there? Windy? Airish? There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. Looking for someone?
Kind of. Looking for answers. Yeah, I hate it when the terminals are non-functional.
Oh, my dear Cassie,
Even though they're definitely functional. It's like, oh, come on. Let me in. Let me see the secrets.
I miss research and science. discoveries and news.
Ah, the one from outside. How's
I
the
missed how
storm?
it was before.
The storm is a storm. Ooh, I get to read this one. Clinic reception. Oh, it's neat that they have the whole Vault 63 logo. So let's see. Eleanor Spencer, senior researcher. Suspected sciatica, receiving physical therapy to combat this. Patient must not do heavy lifting or twisting of their back.
These jumpsuits don't need much room for expression.
Okay, I am back.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
So it's a garden,
How's it going out there?
residential.
Paris?
The cafeteria is out of order.
Slide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
The laundry is not.
Wow. Your skin isn't split at all.
Ah, if I need a Braxo cleaner, Vault 63 is good for it. Ruben's Fantasy. The Mr. Stoltz call me just often say, Ruben, I've been watching you a while now. I've seen the hard work, persistence, and dedication that you put in your work. No one else in the Vault puts in as much effort as you do. That's why I'm stepping down from my position and making you head of the company instead. Oh, that's never happening. And I'd say, no, Mr. Stoltz, it's okay. You don't have to do that for me. And he'd say, no, I insist. You're the best man for the job. And I think you'd run this place even better than I do. And I'd say, oh, Mr. Stoltz, what a kind offer, but I couldn't possibly accept. And he'd say, no, I insist, and I want you to have all my millions, too, and I'm going to take your job in the laundry room. I'd say, well, thank you, Hugo. Now that you mentioned it, maybe I am the best man for the job. Now go do my laundry. Be quick about it. That is...
See what I'm saying, right?
That is some daydream.
Are there many like us out there?
What
You
would
know,
Cassie do?
with the skin?
Plenty of ghouls, yes. Cooking station, snack cake rations. Limited fancy techniques to 1 per person per day. For a second, the supplies museum. Stoltz packed this place with enough food to feed a small army. Secondly, how dare they say they don't want employees getting too out of shape? Who gives a darn what shape we are? Plus, it's not like we can go anywhere anymore. We're all stuck down here for the foreseeable future, and they know that just as well as we do. Anyways, I got a secret stash of fancy lads hidden, so come see me if you're ever feeling snackish. Alright. Not exactly a lot of food here. I'll take this new cola condoms, though.
You reckon that's...
Like, they're making it sound like they plenty of food stash, but... Research out of order. Cafeteria out of order. Whatever that is, out of order. It's a lot of out of order stuff.
Know us because of our, condition.
Don't you be starting
Take
to
some
change
duct
things
tape.
up around here. We got a
screws.
system and it works, damn it.
More Abraxo, you know. This isn't clean Abraxo. Alright. Kinda now I get a preserved pie.
So much good around
Nope.
here. It's refreshing. These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
Alright, what we got in residential?
I miss research.
Elevator.
Science.
The atrium lower level. That's not really what I meant to do, but okay. Ooh. Atrium lower level is, I don't think I should be here yet. Let's go back up for a moment. I was not expecting destruction. So let's... Is this also the lower level? Yes, they both just go to the lower level. That's still a healthy number of residents, even if they're all ghouls. Mysterious disappearance. I think I've read this newspaper before.
Oh, my dear
Huh? What did you say?
It's
How'd
neat
you
that they
get
all
here?
are talking with each other and discussing things, and you can overhear, but nice if you couldn't
Hey
overhear
there.
it in the overseer's office. 'Cause I kept hearing it and going like, what is going on? More out of order.
Can't wait until this is over with, so we can get back to work.
Is this just
overseer
all
doesn't
out of
wanna
order
waste
because
his
of the
time with wolves like
explosion?
us.
Or?
He'd probably just send you to Chief Oberlin.
What would Cassie do?
Just so much stuff that you can't access.
The new
Kinda-
animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
Kind of suspicious.
Research and science and discoveries and news.
Alright, well,
Screw it. I miss how it was before.
Looking for someone?
security is a lot bigger than I would have expected.
As if things weren't bad enough. Now you have to keep an eye on an outsider.
Oh,
How's it going out
Hush.
there, Wendy?
I'm not
Yes.
that big of a problem. Security incident number 382. R. Barnes and L. Peters. Discovered while engaged in a physical confrontation in the communal area of the atrium. Fight was broken up quickly. Security was dispatched to separate them both. We interviewed witnesses, and it seems that they were arguing over a piece of food going missing. Barnes proceeded to throw the first punch, hitting Peters square in the jaw, sparking the altercation. Residents said that Peters was seen throwing Barnes over the railing of the second floor down to the first floor, landing on the coffee table below. Both parties were detained and questioned, taken to the clinic to be checked over by the doctor. Barnes is going to be moving to another floor of the vault and will be receiving anger management therapy. Peters will be made to clean up the mess they made in the communal area. Both these individuals may be good recruits for the security team in the near future. Keep their names on file. Okay.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
Dark Hollow security key. What's the Dark Hollow security key go to? Ooh, Oberlin's personal terminal. Well, let's see what Oberlin has to say about things.
Now you have to keep an eye on an outsider.
Missing theft. Can I report the copy of the weather machine's plans have been improperly removed from the meteorology sector? Uh-oh. Coincidentally, both Ignatius and Marks have gone missing. I'm going to assume Iggy is aiming for an early retirement plan, probably looking to trade it for pilot chems from some outsiders up north. I believe Marks has left in pursuit of that least likely to succeed at his nutcase, though the possibility that they're collaborating can't be ruled out. I hope she returns safely. Gibson went dark on his little field trip for Stoltz. More of my research is just the last thing we need right now. Gibson, huh? Rookies. Had to break the rookies Barnes and Peters. Well, so they did get recruited. Apart again today. Both still harboring grudges over that first scrap. Over rations, of all things. You'd think the increased share from joining the guards would lower the tension, but we have to keep pulling them apart. Selfish, both of them. There's no room for this crap in such an enclosed space. Vault morale is going to suffer. I'll put them both at the top of the list for surface detail. Old army trick. Force them to cover each other's asses in live combat. Should get them to bury the hatchet, and maybe buy the vault a few minutes apiece while they're gone. And 5 days since the accident. Took a few days of hard fighting, but we've managed to secure all entrances to the atrium for now. It's looking more and more likely that we're the only ones left. I suppose that makes sense, as the atrium was the only part of the vault ever completed on schedule. Everyone else is... I don't know how to even explain it. It's not as though they've gone feral. It's something entirely different. It's like they're in there somewhere, terrified, enraged, lost.
As if things weren't bad.
Oh, that...
Now I have to keep an eye on an outsider.
That just makes it so much worse. That you're killing people who, you know, are like in there somewhere, but just can't control. But anyways, everyone but Mr. and Mrs. Stoltz, they returned to Darrow after the incident. I have no further comment in that regard. As for the rest, plans to try pushing them toward lockdown portions of the tram tunnels. God willing, we may be able to return to other sectors of the vault in due time. I hope so. That would be interesting content.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
Let's take all of that. And I'll just unlock this. Right about there. There we go. Yeah. Give me all
Hopefully
that.
Daniel will report in soon.
And the new cherry.
Been expecting you.
And I'll unlock this ammo box. Yeah, just don't mind me. Just looting everything in your room while you keep muttering about hoping Daniel's back soon. Oh, man. Got so many spikes now. Why does he have a Deathclaw egg? I'm gonna leave that. I'll take the violin, though.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
An antique globe. Why not? What do we got here? Alright, Mr. Oberlin.
It's a shame.
James T. Oberlin,
There
Chief
we
of
go.
Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly
No, apparently
did you
not.
end up on our doorstep, outsider? And you were able to dispose of them. Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful.
That armor you're wearing is interesting.
Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you could fill me in on your history.
Okay. Corporal Major Private Bootlicker, U.S. Marine Corps, ready to serve.
Storm's gonna get worse.
Let's see how he likes me being cocky.
You do see? I won't fault you for a lie by omission, though. I've already been made aware that Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in
Okay,
on
so he already knows I'm a dweller.
Sorry for the test, but I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's...
Well, I have killed Scorch Beast Queens, the Mole Rat Turd, and Earl, among other things. I think I can deal with whatever you got.
Fine.
Alrighty.
63's construction had fallen behind due to its lofty and ambitious size. This left our population exposed to extreme levels of radioactive fallout after the bombs fell. Those of us that survived the exposure ended accident up
Seeing
like this.
someone do so
But
much
working with
good
us so-called ghouls won't be a problem, will it?
I work with ghouls every day.
Understood.
And yeah, what's
Our
with the crazy
facility is
storm?
a large-scale weather control device. Some decades ago, an accident rendered it inoperable. However, a recent event has led to its reactivation. With that, we have the storm, along with other unexpected outcomes. One of our top priorities is bringing it back under our control.
Fair enough.
A number. An earthquake for one. A series of unidentified electromagnetic events for another. When the earthquake hit and the storm took shape, we were informed of a surge of energy near the proper entrance to the vault, back up north. This likely resulted in the security door being propelled some great distance.
Sure was.
before the accident.
Interesting. Were these different times, I'd be tempted to weaponize such a thing.
They did try to do that.
Yes, significant damage to the tram tunnels that once connected the various research sectors of this vault. Additionally, damage to the manor grounds directly above have caused some structural integrity issues with the atrium. Perhaps most concerning, though, is the various exposed entrances to the vault spread throughout the region. This has led to an increase in the number of lost now on the surface, which isn't good for anyone involved.
That does explain why they're all out there.
Very well.
Alright, what else?
Our former friends, family, neighbors. An accident some decade back led to their creation. Their condition is irreversible. Beyond that, I'll leave it to Mr. Stolt. Just know.
Oh, so they've been around for a
we'll
while.
kill you on sight without mercy.
Seeing someone do so much good
Fine.
around here.
We believe they possess the ability. Perhaps consider rubber gloves next. Again. That is correct to a degree. Mr. Stoltz had been afflicted during the same accident that created the Lost. However, he retains his sanity and his ability to communicate. Well, retain sanity is perhaps a bit. Actually, I apologize. This isn't water cooler gossip. I believe I've answered your question. Mr. Stoltz can explain the rest.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to look into that, Luth. I had forgotten how fun it was. I was really kind of itching to play there at the end.
That's fine. Good.
No more questions for you, Oberlin. At least right now. Alright, let's
Move along.
re-up our thingamadoos.
It's a shame we don't have the
And
workforce to spruce this place
Let's see,
up.
we're going back to the Overseer,
Felt the
right?
whole
Yeah.
vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
Yeah, it gets kind of nuts at the end, but at the beginning it's a
What's
bit
up?
too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak.
Your expression.
Secret wall button. Oh, that's what opens this. Okay. All right, Stoltz, what you got for me?
You've returned. I've just
Pretty sure it is,
some
yeah.
things. Very well.
Oh, okay, that's just if you hadn't. All right, I have the
Yes,
report.
that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me,
Oh, okay.
are we our brains?
Sure, we'll go with the intelligence answer.
Yes, precisely. But is that not just scratching the surface?
You should have arrived a few years
Understandable.
ago. The old
Perception.
vault sure was
Encoding and the formation of memories. We take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
That's getting a little philosophical for me, mate.
The new animals out there. Any of them?
Oh, of course. We've only just met. I apologized. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may
Yeah,
have
considering
failed
I
to
just
mention
met
this
you.
before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the
Oh.
incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say I feel the world. Pulses
Oh, that's
of
interesting.
electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being.
Going from
This
blind to
world
being
I
able to see
see.
electricity.
I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before.
Well,
But
your
others
security chief thinks
were
maybe you're
lost
not
to
quite so sane.
and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded. Well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so.
Understandable.
This research and science
A scientist, are you?
and new.
Just like my Audrey and little Hilda.
I miss how it
We are unsure of why, but we
scientist,
suspect that my condition may
buffed
have
up
mutated
intelligence on
differently than
chems.
others.
Who knows?
Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind me. This sort of talk is dreadfully boring.
You're about to tell me something important.
All of
Talk's
this
not
is to say
boring,
we
it's
need to
important.
help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us.
Alright. I'm curious,
Do
why am
not
I
sell
uniquely equipped?
yourself short. You are clearly skilled in combat, seasoned by the world above, and knowledgeable on vaults.
Oh, that's
You're
true.
going to face a variety of challenges in future tasks, but I'm confident we've found the person for the job.
Alright.
Thank you.
What you got
Let's
for me?
discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake.
Okay.
Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund.
I'm assuming that means welcome to the team, my friend.
The early bird catches the worm.
Dang it. I did a thing without stuff because I wasn't thinking about it.
I
Alright,
could use
let's
some help over here.
drink our orange and eat our dog food. Get that started.
I could use some help over here.
There we are.
So, shall we begin? There are some tasks that I'm unequipped to handle myself, and I need your assistance.
Alright.
Excellent. As you've hopefully been made aware by now, the source of the weather phenomenon outside is a device that is under our control.
Or not
Or rather,
under your
lack
control.
thereof. Control. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there.
Huh.
If only it were that simple. The safe can only be opened with a key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and
I can pick
unresponsive
master
for quite some
locks.
time.
I should be able to pick that.
That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, The task falls to you.
Alright, fair enough. I'll go snoop around your wife's notes.
The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
There was another copy, but
No,
I
we
don't
already
even
know
want
that
to
was
get
taken.
started, to be honest. Intellectual property can be so tricky to keep locked away. Perhaps tracing down the problem is something we could look into another. I'm concerned for my wife's privacy. While it means nothing to a stranger like you, it could sow discord in our vault.
Oh, secrets.
I
And
dare
I'm just
say I
curious.
barely understand it myself. Since sad circumstance, alas, written text, discussing the boring details any further.
Okay, so that's more of
You
what he
will?
told us before.
Best of luck.
Blind at birth, and now I can sort of see.
I could use some help over here.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. These
I really
jumpsuits
wish I
don't
wasn't
keep
hearing the
much
other
room for
vault
expression.
dwellers. Alright, poor darling Hugo. I haven't seen him this worked up in a long time. Who can blame him? He's only worried about his daughter's well-being, as a good father would be. I think he's just afraid of her impression will mind being corrupted by the people around her. Still, I'm not sure I agree with his solution to this problem. Fortunately, he's already made up his mind, and once he gets like this, simply no point in arguing with him. Let's just hope that Aubrey never finds out the truth, or they'll be held to pay. That was just before the bombs fell. No, I needed to read more of that. Alright, 10 years or so on, Vault can be so claustrophobic, so suffocating. Miss how much travel Hugo and I used to do. I miss all the different views. I miss the French quarters and the music. I miss being surrounded by creative people. The people in here are also creative, but in a scientific way. Maybe one day we will be able to enjoy the world and the arts as we used to. My only sanctuary is a small waterfall in the garden section. Aha! There I can pretend the world is still the same. Plus the sound of the running water soothes my mind whenever I start to feel unwell, which seems to be most of the time lately. I fear my condition may be worsening. God bless Hugo, but he can be so naive sometimes. He's too trusting, thinking that if he keeps the business within the hands of friends and family, then he has no reason to worry. I ran into someone snooping around our office this afternoon and said they were just looking for a report. I wasn't born yesterday. I've decided to lock away our more sensitive documents somewhere safe and won't be letting the key leave my person for any reason. Luckily, I fashioned the key into part of my favorite necklace and it fits perfectly. Okay, so not the waterfall. No one needs access to these documents unless they have Hugo or my permission anyways. As for this little detective I caught in the act, well, let's hope they can fake their way into a different vault. Assuming that they got kicked out. Heck, I can't get any privacy in this wretched vault. I'm sitting in my happy place in front of the waterfall, finally reaching the deepest levels of my meditation. Then guess who comes stomping right out from under there? Johnny, the head janitor, clinking around with a box of tools. Stupid man, just when I was finally starting to relax. I didn't even know we had a maintenance room back there. Oh. Still, it's good to know that there are some lesser-known areas down here. Perhaps I should let my darling Hugo know about this concealed area. So the waterfall. And art lessons. This doesn't road to go very well indeed, with the thought that theoretical physicists would have such impeccable artistic intuitions as well. I was lamenting the fact that my dear Hugo would not see any of my art, and then Ramona had such a brilliant idea. Why don't I paint in a impasta style, where the thick layers of paint create a textured surface which Hugo could feel with his hands? Such a genius idea. I can't believe I didn't think of it myself. Now my darling will be able to enjoy his wife's wonderful art just like everyone else. I must make sure the paint dries thoroughly before I show it to him, though, or we'll be cleaning this mess up for weeks. Yes, your art must be absolutely amazing. Well, it's possible it is. Anyways, let's go to the waterfall. Not security.
Worse or better?
Garden. Quiz night invitation. Neat, but not relevant. Vault Dweller. Ah, here we are. Is Cassidy in here? Ooh, Johnny's note. Not sure why the pump ice room has suddenly been locked. I swear it was open last week. Plus, I thought I was the only one who comes back here. Anyways, I feel like I can hear breathing coming from there too, but when I knock, nobody answers. Weird. Ah, gee. I wonder. Just curious if there's anything else of note back here, but it looks like just your typical vault maintenance room. So now, can't get in. There's a fuse box. Do I have to break it? Alright. Is she gone?
What the hell are you doing in here?
Oh boy.
What's that? Oh. I understand. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know? She was...
Maybe this is what the security chief meant about sanity.
And life is just not complete without her. Of course she has the key herself. Apologies for the confusion. I often forget just how unusual my situation has become. I was born blind and lived that way even after becoming a ghoul, as you put it. However, as I've mentioned, an accident at this facility altered me, not unlike the Lost.
Yes, we've heard all this before.
I see the world in pulses, wavelengths, a universe of violent synaptic connections, carving out and outlining every object and person. Navigation is trivial for me now. I was able to spot you in these sacred grounds even from my office. To the Lost. I imagine this vision is a curse, a terrifying cataractous cloud that distorts their world. To me, it is a new life. Needless to say, I don't find myself bumping into things while getting around the vault anymore.
Alright, that's kind of neat. Kind of like echolocation, only with lightning.
I don't think it's anyone's business to see my wife whenever they wish. I'm sure you wouldn't
Yeah,
want
that's fair.
just exposed for anyone to see like some animal in a zoo. No, not my Cassie. She deserves peace and quiet to recover.
Is she actually still alive?
Nothing. The same incident that has put me into my condition. Well, it made her quiet. Tired. She'll be right in no time. Is that what I've said? I suppose I revealed too much with too little context. Forgive me.
The mystery
now
deepens.
Isn't the time to discuss such things. Not.
All
Yes.
right.
If you would excuse me, come find me when you...
Well, I guess she doesn't exactly look dead. But still. Suspicious. Suspicious. Alright, let's go get the blueprints.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our... You know... It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
Ugh, could you shut up?
Shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
Nope, can't actually hurt them. Rats. I would have been okay with not having to deal with listening to them anymore.
Reckon that storm's gonna get worse?
Mr. Redacted, we are in need of your service once again. One of our senior advisors, Mr. Quentin Hake, has continually failed to toe the party line, and it's starting to become a problem. To make matters worse, his continual questions about the potential moral implications of our new technologies have started to raise some eyebrows amongst the other vault dwellers. Please see that Mr. Hake is taken care of, preferably after his scheduled visit to the observatory later this month. He will be traveling alone, so this should present an ideal opportunity for you. I obviously expect you to exercise extreme discretion with this. The last thing we need is the media catching wind of the whole thing. From the desk of Hugo Stoltz. Why would you add that there? Oh, my gorgeous catless piggy. Please, my dear, I beg you to come with me. No good can come from a project funded by a big corporation. Please, please, please meet me by the makeout point next week on the 23rd, and we can flee together. Don't leave me alone. Signed, your beloved communist swan.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile. You know, before the storms.
You should have arrived a few
I have to
years
go back out to Makeout Point at some point. We found that on our way here.
Been a long time since we had a
Curious what we may have missed.
Supplies are starting
Alright,
to
let's go
dwindle
talk to Hugo.
even with the stockpile from the supply runs.
I believe you have something for me.
I do. Yeah, alright, let's talk about these.
Did I ask you to snoop around? Forget the petty gossip and folk. Now,
Touche, he won't let me talk
it is
about
a
them.
step, yes. You'll be provided more information.
Alright.
Well,
Alright, here they are.
good too. Go deliver them to my daughter Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine. Oh, and before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep
maybe.
that just between us. I'd hate...
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm happy to... Oh, and before you go off to Audrey, I would like... If you
Alright,
were
what's
to
this?
repair a ship by replacing it plank
Oh, this
by
is the
plank,
Theseus.
piece by piece. So much so that no
I think it's the
single piece of
Theseus
wood from
thought
the original
experiment.
vessel remained. Would you have a new ship? Or would it still be the original, only improved?
I even get to say I know it.
Right you are, my friend. Both in the origins of the question and its
I
complexity.
personally like to think that you
Let's
have the
say
same
for this
ship.
example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship. Because I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced? Perhaps the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become something entirely new? Up. One moment. Let's perhaps hold on an answer. I'd rather that linger with you a bit. And you have important business to attend to. Now, off with you to see Audrey. She's buried in her books in the meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels.
Okay, so there is, in fact, no way to get there from here. I'm gonna have to go back out.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storm.
But we know where that is. It really was a huge vault. Goes from here to here to here. Jeez. Hadn't considered that before, but dang. That is big. Let's talk to Oberlin. Let's find out what
I'll
he
have
has
to
to
keep an eye
say.
on Audrey. I think the stress of everything... Make it quick. If I had time for idle gossip, I wouldn't be...
Alright.
Point taken. Very well. The residents here are still a bit shaken up by recent events.
Shake it
I
up.
recommend a light touch. You're not here to babysit. But there's also no need to be resistant to their requests. And unless Mr.
Okay.
Stoltz himself walks in here and says...
So it keeps me little details, and then it's like, and that's it, unless someone
Your
says otherwise.
assignment does not require... You will find adequate sun. Perhaps later, if you approve.
Alright.
I've
So it
been
needs
spread
rain.
thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse. Tackling some issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. You can start there. There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad
Margaret,
of
Lawrence, and
concerns.
Julio.
Margaret, your best bet is to track them down. They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time. In the meantime, I have other matters I need to attend to.
Alright. Busy work like this is a little annoying, but fair enough.
Science and discoveries and news. You should have arrived a few years
Wouldn't
back.
be a Fallout game if we didn't
The
have
old
it.
vault sure was something.
Have you heard about... Oh, a stranger. We haven't seen anyone from outside in a while. What brings you here? That we've spent far too long...
You said it, sister.
Is there
Okay, this
anything
Julio.
else? Now, why...
Yeah. Hey, Julio, get it? It ruins the joke when you...
Is there anything else?
And Lawrence. So they're all 3 here.
Chief Oberlin's finally getting around to dealing with this, huh? Yeah, there's a few things things like stream. People are scared to go check it out.
Oh, also, we have a huge rat problem in the storage room, as in huge rats. Last
Mole
time
rats, I
I was on a
imagine.
food run, something jumped... Damn near took my arm with it, too.
And, someone should probably take care of Alfie.
Yeah. Alfie was one of us, but his condition got worse until he got us to lock him in his room.
I
He's
went feral.
probably lost his mind by now. You didn't know him, though. If... Alfie was a good guy. Had a tendency to overdo things, though.
Remember when he skipped work because he wanted to find out if we could still get hangovers after the change?
Yeah, I remember that. I had to take over his shift the next day, that bastard.
His apartment is in the lower levels. Is there anything else?
So it's all in the lower levels.
We're just guessing, to be honest.
We've been hearing whispers and pops like static electricity. We also know what happens when you get too close.
That's if they don't turn us into one of them. There's too few of us left now to take...
Is there anything else?
Okay.
Rad rats? We'll need to make a note of all these new terms
Rad
outsiders
rats, that would make
use.
more sense than mole rats. Derp.
Since the earthquake we've been experiencing, and
They've been left like that for so long.
Is there anything else?
I think that's it. Yeah, alright.
You can get to the lower levels from the elevators. There's also a stairwell. Good luck. And thank you.
good luck down there, and...
Alright. Let's go kill some Lost and some Rad Rats. And poor Alfie. Ooh, military grade. Oh, and Alfie's key. Well, that was quick. And Alfie's room. Alfie's room has a hole in the wall. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry, Alfie, but you are definitely a feral. Looks like some board games. Man, some loud fireworks out there. Oh, he has a journal. December 4th, 2080 something or other. It's been a while since bombs dropped. Life in the vault's crummy. None of us completely escaped the radiation malarkey, that's for sure. Perhaps if old Stoltz had kept his ego on the leash just for once and built a vault that was actually finished on time, then we wouldn't be in this darn mess. Instead, he played up the clock, making this underground palace, and now we're the ones who have to pay the price. Would it have been so crazy to make sure that we were in the vault when the bombs dropped and not installing some crappy gutters? Dang. March 15th, probably. Things ain't improved much. Most folks have gotten sick one way or another. But hey, at least we're alive, right? Even if we do look like shriveled raisins. A lot of us have lost our hair, and some sad saps have even lost facial features. Ain't so worried about it. Though, hair or no hair, I'll still be a handsome devil. Yeah, sorry, Alfie. April 1st. I've got a brilliant idea. Lawrence was running his mouth as usual about his college days and how many beers he could drink. Hey, this is the story they were telling. I've challenged him on it. How hard can it be to drink 7 beers in 10 minutes? It's all this weird raging stuff. I probably won't even feel it, right? May? These last few days I've been feeling strange. I keep having outbursts. I'm afraid of lashing out at the others. I'm not sure if it's the effects from this darn radiation or if it's because we've been cooped up here for so long. Either way, I don't want to risk hurting anyone else. I've asked Margaret and the others to lock me in my room. Permanently. Sorry, Alfie. That is quite the bummer. Ooh, take the pack of duct tape, though. Alright, so we've dealt with Alfie. Now, let's see. Inaccessible. All right. So this is the place to go for board games now if you need board games. All right. Depot. And Red Rats. Ooh. I will take some random legendary gear that I can scrap. Alright. So I think that was all of them that I needed to deal with. So I will just go ahead and scrap things. And we'll move on to investigating the noise. Requires terminals. That's why this is flagged. Well, there's rat roaches in there. Will there be a lost? It's a good question. Ooh, technical data. Alright, let's see what the terminal has to say. Temperature control overrides, unauthorized user. Manual reactor shut down, unauthorized user. Raise clearance level. You really thought that was gonna work, dummy? Get off of the terminal before you kill us all. Well, fair enough. Remote door control. Well, at least I have enough access for that. Alright. One left. I thought there was one left. Yikes. That's some radiation, alright. Oh, neat. I didn't even think about the fact that I'd be killing insects. That works perfectly for me. I feel like the repairing pipes part of this tracks at the fact that this is originally supposed to be a vault raid. That was it. No actual lost, huh? Huh. Alright then. Just a whole mess of radiation. Alright, let's go talk to the guys. Now, I was curious. Where did this come out? I didn't think I'd seen another door. But they did mention this. I was over here. I don't remember if that said no access or what. Alright. Let's go back and talk to our 3 chuckleheads.
Welcome back. How are things going?
How about some space, buddy?
We're sorry that you had to be the one to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's good to know there are still people outside, especially people who are capable.
Thanks. We couldn't have done it ourselves. Is there anything we can do for you?
Give me more information?
Screw it. I miss
Not with outsiders.
Maybe we can share a few details.
I don't see why not. Strict but fair. He runs a tight ship. As long as you hit your deadlines and don't cause problems, he's actually pretty pleasant.
But you don't want to find yourself on his... I heard he was a pretty ruthless businessman before his overseer days. I doubt he's actually changed all that much. Just don't mention his, condition. It's kind of a sensitive subject.
You have to be in the business world, especially in wartime. He's always been pretty respectful during the rounds and inspections, especially when Cassidy was around. Say what you will about the man, it's clear he would do anything for his wife. He was head over heels.
I hope she's not
She
actually
did keep him level-headed. She just up and disappeared one day. I hope she's doing well wherever she is.
Is there anything else?
I mean, assuming she's not actually dead, I mean, that's something.
He's friendly, but he does his best to keep things safe and orderly. But we can see he kind of resents it, especially having to work for Overseer Stoltz. We just haven't figured out why. The Overseer seems to be keeping him extra busy lately.
He's always been friendly. Heck, even used to be fun. Would always be up to party after work. Now, though, huge stick in the mud. Can't say I blame the guy, but last few years, he's been more, what's the word?
Boring.
Cold. Bottled up. Like a shaken Nuka-Cola ready to burst.
So what does
Is there
Oberlin
anything
know
else?
that we don't?
Well, it used to be a lot busier. Then there was the accident. After that, most folks we knew became what we call the Lost. Oh, and then there was the Earth that destroyed any way of easily reaching the other wings, even if we wanted to fight them back from the Lost.
It's not all bad. We got food, shelter, safety, and space. It'll sure be nice to be able to get back to work, but just think of it as an extended vacation.
Except...
I'm more worried about how much work we'll have to catch up on if they ever get back to normal.
We tried to keep working here in the atrium, even outside the vault, but in the end we just stopped. Been locked in here a while now.
The unfortunate thing is that
there anything
because
else?
this is an online game, anything I do isn't really going to do a permanent change, and so this is just how they're going to be forever, I would assume.
Yeah. Thanks again for all that.
But alright, let's go talk to Oberlin.
If I hadn't already lost my hair. You're back. I hope you have good news for me. Well, with that out of the way, I'll be like dealing with the chaos going on. I don't suppose that those 3 had anything interesting to say while you were helping them?
Let's see.
I see. Still, it can't... But enough about that. Now that you've helped me out. First, your reward. Well, I'm sure...
So I got some caps, and they're giving me something from the armory.
It's good to have someone reliable.
Sure won't be
to count
anything
on again.
significant.
Maybe now we can start fixing things around here.
Yep, shock baton.
Now that
No
you've
thanks.
proven yourself useful, I have a sensitive... The emergency
Okay.
alert in the organic sector has been triggered. Something that requires proper authorization to do. As I understand it, the lab's head researcher, Hilda Stoltz, headed there not
We
too long
are,
ago.
and she did say she was headed
I
that
believe
way.
we're acquainted. It would appear she's gotten herself into danger. It's unlikely she'd seek outside meddling if it wasn't something serious.
Fair enough.
Get to the lab, assess the situation, and ensure Hilda returns here safely. She, and Mr. Stoltz for that matter, may believe her research takes priority over her safety. With the tram tunnels collapsed, you should still be able to access organics from a cave nearby, used as a sort of ventilation system. If Hilda was
Okay.
able to make it there, I imagine you won't have too much trouble. But I'll provide a security key, just in case. Be prepared for the worst.
Okay.
It may not
Now we
seem
have an
like
access
much,
key.
but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you.
It's all the way over there. But we did unlock a close-ish place.
Seeing someone do so much more
Alright,
around
what
here.
is
It's good to have
left
someone reliable to count on again.
on our dailies?
Maybe now we can
Cultist,
start fixing things around
Rubber, Deathclaw. Since we have a fast travel point, let's go deal with those dailies real quick. And now that we've saved ourselves some money, dum-dum-dum-dum. Let's get us some cultists. Assuming that they're up for killing. As I have yet... Oh. There's one at least. Question is there enough?
Only for you. Now, to my...
I'm not tracked it. I should get tracked it.
I regret
There it is, though.
everything.
Light.
Alright.
Your death will be my offering.
Now, will this give me enough rubber? It does not. Alright. So let's see. Let's go kill the Deathclaw. Come here, Mr. Deathclaw. Let's kill you. Should probably... Okay, I was trying to hit his body, but apparently I just failed. Oh, we're up to rank 13. Geez, we're probably up to rank 14. No, actually rank 13. They must have actually fixed how the rankings display. Oh, there's 14. Never mind. They haven't fixed anything. Hey, there's the rubber. And okay, good. So what's that leave? Absolutely nothing. Nice. What's this? Building stuff, easy. Claiming, easy. Camps, easy. Alcoholic, easy. Nuka-Cola, easy. Canine, super. That's all plenty easy. I'm not going to worry about any of that right now. Instead, oh, you know what I am going to do? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I would like to pull out I kind of want to do the rifleman again, see how that went. Should I? Also, I got his options. Certainly not bad. Vampire fixtures, huh? You know what? I really do want to try the thingamadoo again. Where is it? Or did I put it in here? I did not put it in here. There it is. Let's try it. Which means I need get rid of the railway spikes and get that. And we will also drop off that, right. So I'm using it, that's why. So let's see, put that on, which does mean take off commando, go with rifleman, rifleman, and rifleman. That one. There we go. Alright, let's... I don't have to worry about it. Let's do some bubble gum. And then let's head back to our normal camp. Do some cooking. Do some selling. Might as well do the building. Then we'll run around with the two-shot rifle and see how it goes. You know what I should do? I should hydrate. That's why I need people in the chat, telling me to hydrate. Although I say that as if I have a hydrate command, which I do not. I need to do something for bits. Or channel points. There's so many things that I should do to make my channel better, and I just haven't. Alright, now my water is shaken up. Much better. Alright. Well, actually, first things first, let's just get rid of these legendaries we're sitting on. Alright, definitely don't want that. And you know what, we'll hold on to that. Kind of neat looking. I didn't realize, and it's, I mean, it's not great legendary, but it's not awful legendary either. Alright, so first things first, this needs a skin. Don't want to accidentally sell it. So let's see here. We can do Blue Ridge, Lincoln's Repeater, Peepers, or Wooden Inlay. I like the idea of Lincoln's Repeater. Call back to Fallout 3. I'm all for it. Alright, and then since we're here, we'll grab the quick...
Live and let live. Unless they don't.
Quick buffs. Why not? And let's do some cooking. So let's see. Bloatfly, soft-shell meat, wolf ribs, Mirelurk, rat. Guess I could just do it and not talk about it. That works. Alright. We'll grab you for the selling. Grab you because. Grab you because. Grab you because. Might as well grab you. And you. Boy, lots of scraps.
Is there anything
Nice.
better than raw asbestos?
Yeah, might as well get my cake, some fertilizer, some adhesive, some honey. Ragstag, wood scraps, and that. Alright. Okay, do all that. Now we cook a little more because of what we just got.
Bar's open, ladies and gents. Got the good stuff right here.
Alright. That is reasonable. Let's go ahead, Floor decor. Nope, wasn't that. So probably floors. Yep, it is floors. Alright, what else do we have? The caps, the workshops. Okay. So that is everything that I have a care to do.
Now, displaying current.
Alright, first let's do weapons. Okay, I do need to put that away. I don't want to keep that on me. That was a mistake. Alright, we're up to 200 honey. Let's drop that down to 100. Corn soup, we can drop that to like 40. Same for mutt fruit juice.
How can I assist you today?
Okay. That can go. That can go. I'm not going to bother making them. That could definitely go.
Ready to exchange items.
Ooh, not the wild. Sure.
Now displaying current stock. Ready to initiate trading.
So much stuff to sell.
How can I
there we go.
assist you today? Ready to exchange items.
Dang it. There we go. What's worth 4?
Now displaying
Worth 4, then I can just get rid of. Perfect. Alright, and since we're in the area, we really should go and do some gold. Nothing like looking over at the show your wife is watching and seeing somebody familiar that you can't quite place. I know it. See it in my head. Yeah, I know it. Like, no, it's not that. Drive me batty. I know it's from something.
Maybe later?
So what's your story, Dweller?
I wonder if
But I
Sonny
should
has any ice cream now that he has a refrigerator.
Should need you to look it up for me. Ooh. Take a bunch of legendaries that I
Blood
can
Eagles are a dangerous
drop off.
They don't get along with the Praetor group. What the heck is a John anyway? I just don't get it.
Oh god damn it! It's Apollo. Pardon my
Whoa,
language, folks.
everyone
That's
keeps your
just
own
super annoying. I couldn't think of Apollo.
Maybe some extra patrols over there.
I know I tried to get you to watch Battlestar Galactica, and we started it once. Did we even get to the point that that would have been a problem for you when you were pregnant?
No, because I fell asleep in the first episode.
Well, it was super early, so would you like me to tell you the reason why it took for, like, I couldn't even try to have you watch it for so long?
Because of all the stomach.
Oh no, this has to do with the fact you were pregnant, not the issues you had with pregnancy, but the fact that you were pregnant.
Oh, okay.
there is a scene that I think was perhaps a little much and not needed, but it was meant to like show you just how inhuman the Cylons really were, even the ones that looked like it. And it basically is one of the Cylons that looks like a human, kind of looking into a stroller at a baby and going like, so small and blah blah blah. And then they walk away and you hear a scream of, my baby! Because she killed it. Well, assumption is, anyways. But it was to drive home the point that the Cylons were truly monsters. Or at least so you would think. What? What else has he been in that you...
Band of Brothers, and I can't place him at all.
And there's been a lot of talk about Band of Brothers lately, but, I mean, 80 years anniversary of some big battles. It's not terribly unexpected. You might not be able to stomach another watch through of that.
Part of why I haven't seen it in a while.
Sorry, hon.
Stupid HG. It's taking away like all my fun for sure.
Alrighty. I'm going back to the game.
Sorry.
And my non-existent chat. I should probably wrap the stream here soon-ish, though. Get around to it.
No.
See what I mean? That doesn't seem to do the damage that I'm expecting from it. I don't know. Alright, I'm going the wrong way. That's the way I need to go. Well, we might as well fill in a landmark along the way. Oof, over car. That was not what I meant to do. Abandoned convoy. What kind of convoy, I wonder? Military, I guess. Oh, what? How did you know I was gonna attack you? I don't know, maybe it has to be bloodied for it to be any good. No, I don't know. Or maybe I need to get a better explosive 2-shot. Maybe that's just not any good. Alright, let's go in.
It's not the same. It's weird. Okay, that's why I couldn't place him.
Pardon the noise, just hydrating a little. This looks spiffy. Scorpions. Rat scorpions. Just what I wanted. Alright, that's the way in proper, I think. Oh, that gate requires a key. So therefore, I'm curious what's down here. Is it another gate that requires a key? It's another gate that requires a key. Okay. Well, let's go the way it wants me to. I don't realize I'd taken a half hour, but I guess I must have. Let's see. That's the thing I have an access key for. That's a security dude who is simply dead. It's not even one of the lost. Alright. Chemistry lab. And a terminal I can't use. Ah, but that is a terminal I can use. And a suit that I figured I would be able to pick up, but I cannot. Dang it. Let's, a little more that way. Yep. Perfect. And it's empty. Pick the lock and it's empty. It's a bit of a crock. For safety, all research and residents, all research requiring an approved pass to enter the caves, all research required to wear full PPE at all times, and conducting research runs through the caves. Cave gas logs. October 21st, 86. Gas level 30%. December 14th, gas levels 40%. So they found a couple ways to help prevent it, but yeah, it was a problem. Okay. Let's go into the organic section and see what's up with Hilda. I think once we're done with Hilda, I'll probably call it for the evening. It's a solid 2-hour stream. I'm not too upset with that. Okay, we just have random vault dweller. And let me guess. No, that's just feral in the showers. I guess we should probably clear that out. Oh, was that in fact a lost? That was a feral lost. So, okay, there are lost in the area. Got it. Good to know. Screening. What's screening? Screening is somewhere where there's a lost. That's what screening is. Alright, I don't think I want to go any further until I check the other areas, because this feels like the right direction now. And you know how that goes. Once you've found the right direction, go the other way. I mean, do I need this to be armor petting? go into security. Oh, we do have a security terminal we can use. Let's see what it has to say. It opened the door. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh, it opened the door to the tram station. Really? Even inside of a vault, the tram station still just looks like a regular old Fallout 4 tram station. Not gonna lie, that's kind of annoying. Like, seriously. It couldn't look spiffier and be actual. Like, what's the point of no access? It's like, it's only gonna be vault people down here. Why wouldn't it just be... Why are there brains? Why does this car just have brains on it? And you literally can't... what is the point of this? I can't even do anything in here. I don't know. Like, I like the new content, but in some ways, it feels like there was potential here that is squandered. Just so that, you know, they make it harder for you to get around to the vault areas. Like, it could have had a little more interconnectivity. Like, she had to do some quests to fix stuff up and open it back up. And then you can use the tram system, or at least go through the tunnels. But no, the way they have that blocked off, that's definitely not a thing that's going to happen. That is permanent blockage. Why do we hate you? Because you tried to kill us.
Hurt us into the shadow. I'm sweating red.
I feel a little bad about killing them, but why do we try to kill you? Because you tried to kill us.
You have no fingers or faces. We're not scared of you. Yeah, that's
Have no fingers or faces. That's creepy.
Run away after drinking our fear.
Okay, so I still have a caution.
What do they want? Why do they insist on hurting us?
Like, I get why they have them saying what they're saying, but jeez. Talk about creepy and... Ugh. Wonder what the statue was. Vault door requires key. Alright, well. Can I get into Hilda's office? I can. Maybe. Yeah, never mind. Yes, I can. Let's see what Hilda has to say.
Oh, hello again. Didn't expect to see you here. Perfect! Well, almost perfect. I can't leave yet. Not until I've finished running the tests. I've been researching a method of reverting the Lost back to their original condition. Or at least, regain the ability to communicate with us. Uncle Hugo agrees with me too. This is top priority stuff, so, would you help me out? Please? Pretty please?
That's what I do.
Ask away. I am in danger! In danger of not finishing this research! Did I not mention we're a bit overrun with Lost at the moment? Because that'd be the reason I asked for help! So thanks for stopping by.
Hello, you are
It's
an interesting
personal.
person.
Sorry, always wanted to do that. But really, it is personal. Sorry. Maybe not normal, but something closer to normal. Less dangerous for us and them. Here's a way to put it. Maybe make them more like Uncle Hugo. You know, remember, they used to be our friends. Family. The longer they...
That's fair.
Sure. I think. I'm pretty sure. He's tricky to read. He definitely didn't ask me to stop looking into this. That's not a question. I'll thank you not to assume my charm means I'm lacking in skill or intelligence. I wouldn't be here without both. Now, give this asking a question thing another shot. I hope that clears things.
Sort of.
You will? Great! Once you're there, look for Henry. He's from the Papaveracii family. Some subfamilies, when properly processed, can be used as painkillers and muscle relaxants. I'll be tracking your progress, and I'll give you a ring over the intercom with the next steps. Good luck!
Oh boy. This seems like it's gonna be problematic. Yep, I'm totally kicking you off your own computer because I'm nosy. Let's see. Okay, that's does not normally deny me access to things. That's kind of funny. Annoying, because I want to know what it's denying me access to, but funny. Alright. So I'm assuming this still says key. Yep. But now this, which honestly I don't think I ever even tried to open, now lets us through. Let's see, so that's empty. That requires a key. Yeah, I feel like I definitely need a better weapon. I mean... What's it hurt? Let's re-roll it. And do it right here. Worst case worse. I just pull out a different gun. I re-roll it a fair few times. Oh, that's awful. Also awful. That's not great. Definitely not. No. 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 So I found a berserkers, huh? Yeah. I don't think that's any good. I guess I could leave it for the Boss Bunny. Boss Bunny. And... let's see. This is a... Let's just give it our last reroll. Well, it'll really, really hurt Scorched. Not what I wanted, though. Once I have access to my stash, I guess I'll trade back off to my Fixer and Commando. So what could I do real quick? Since I don't need Demolition Expert, because it's not explosive. I honestly have no idea what I would put in its place. Guess we'll just leave that on there for now. Is there anything else in agility that would work better? At night? Ooh. What am I currently using that might... We definitely drop gun fu for this. Alright. So that's where I gotta go. Yep. Locked with a key. Always locked with a key. I'm looking for a plant named Henry, huh? Poor scientist. I feel like that's probably Henry. Got a certain glow to it.
Looks like you found Henry. Good. Now we just need to mix Serum Alpha. Head to the pharmaceutical lab. It should be through the door on your left after leaving the greenhouse. Once you've made the serum, we'll have to test it. I'd managed to sedate a couple of the lost earlier. There should be one taking a nap in the clinical trial room. It's just past the observation room, through the door to the left of the mixer station. You'll have to dose them with the serum. Hopefully they won't be too mad when you wake them up.
Hopefully. Oh. I think for the moment, nice as it is, we're gonna switch over. We will come back to that idea, though. Definitely gonna come back to that. However, that does mean we are going to swap off of those. Go back to those and that to go back to that. See, that's slightly annoying as well. Requires key. Even though, you know, the only thing it really requires is a lock. Oh well, I guess it's better than having to go back to Hilda every time and get, you know, an actual key. Not really a whole lot here that's worth taking. But we'll do the thingamabob. Administer serum to sedated lost. You don't say. Ah. This is where that room went. Okay. Clinical trials. Well, alright. Test chamber 1. Why would you pick a feral? I feel like they have the least chance of this working.
Oh, a stabilizing agent. Okay, you'll need to make your way back into the caverns outside. The entrance you need is in a pipe in the greenhouse. Look for some of the fungi growing in the cave. The ones that survived in there should be hardy enough. I may be able to extract an effective stabilizer from the juvenile mycelium spores in the mushroom's gills. Oh, and those caves were used to vent dangerous gases from the lab. You may encounter some mutated critters or side effects. Good luck. Come find me when you get some samples, and I'll extract what I need and mix the next doses.
May encounter. No kidding. Member staffs tackle other subjects. Do this. A temporary process put in place till we can create more focused planned procedures. Subject cannot stay alive for longer than 2 hours. If sentient subjects is necessary for an experiment, 2-hour guards are present at all times. The subject is finished with, take them to the disposal, will be directly dealt with. That's all for now. And an error on the experiment reports. Now I have the gate key. Why death claws and shadow? What the hell is a shadow? Now the shadow's a Mothman. No. I don't like any of this. Okay, you know what? We're just getting the fungi and getting out. What in the world is this thing? Did not like that. Nope, 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 nope. Did not like that. That shadow thing is no bueno.
no.
Awesome. The thing's now following me.
You're back. Did you find everything? Great! Hand them over. You know, mixing formulas was always one of my favorite things to do here. I always thought, hey, if this doesn't pan out, maybe I could be a bartender at one. One time, I mixed a custom cocktail for one of Uncle Hugo's parties. People loved it. Maybe it went down a little too well. Still, only a slightly smaller chance of mixed alcoholic drinks. Okay, here's the first one. And here's the second. Head over to the biology wing. There's a lost sedated. Should still be sedated. I'll unlock the door from the term.
Can these things please stop? Like, I think I broke the game. I don't think it's supposed to be doing this. Research change, blah, blah, blah. We said, what's your part to change your personally, but you actually focus on new projects and keeping brains alive. I was going through our files. Think about it, this could be of vital importance for security efforts. The incident. It's just telling us about that again.
Foolish, clumsy demons! They've given their game away! Here's some spirit! To the storm!
Damn it! That didn't work either. We're so close. Okay, once more. Serum Omega has the stabilizing agent from the mushrooms, the relaxants from Henry, and a stronger dosage than Serum Alpha. Go to the vat storage room. You should find one of the lost in a vat hooked up to some machines. Place the serum in the slot in the machine. That should dispense the serum safely into the vat to be absorbed.
Went the wrong way. Oh, getting very spicy in here. sure it's me trying to rush. Although I haven't seen the shadow in a little bit.
Make sense of it all.
Maybe I finally got rid of him.
Did it work? That looked like it worked. Well, temperature stable, power. Good. That's good. Some of these readings are a little weird, but we did it. You better head back to the office. I'll tell you everything.
Return to Hilda's office. All right. Oop. It's a lot of not glowy stuff. Oh, found a shortcut. I guess that's a thing. Alright, I'm getting annoyed by this. Do I have any disease cures?
Welcome back. It's complicated. To understand, I need to tell you what the actual purpose of this facility was before the Lost.
All right.
Before the Lost, feralization was the only real threat to our happiness here. It was running rampant, and we were desperate to fix it. My papa was one of the volunteers. He showed early signs of going feral and offered to go under. Be a test subject for cures. He was also that last patient you ran the experiment on.
Okay. I'm glad it worked.
Okay, as you probably noticed, the once sedated patients have two key problems. They aren't really sedated much anymore, and they're still lost. So, I'll come clean. We're not here looking for a cure for the Lost. Or at least, not here and not me. I'm here to test out new ways of sedating the patients here. Something stronger that can even put a Lost under. But, before you get mad, we are looking for a cure. The royal we, just not me, not here. Sorry. You have to remember, these are our friends, and...
Yeah.
That's... classified, I think. Not really. We had some early... I can tell you it mattered, though. A lot. We all had someone going through it, and I don't even have a joke. Oh, and before you think I just wasted your time on a personal project, and we needed those, really, an intro. But look, I'll head back to the vault soon after I finish. Have a fun hike.
All right, let's report to Oberlin, and then we'll call it a day. We can do the meteorological section next time. Excuse me.
You're back. It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you. Reckless. Perhaps a necessary step in seeking... Well, it's good you were able to arrive there, but you're more capable than I had assumed. Take a moment to dust yourself off, but report back to me. You're dismissed.
We don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you.
Alright, well, what's my reward? Sephard Lost Ant. Cool. Weird, but cool.
Glad Hilda is back safely. Hopefully her research will be just what we need. Margaret says the outsider has been earning their keep. Maybe they'll be good to have.
Alright, folks, that'll wrap it up for me. Server's shutting down anyway, so we would have had to have found a new one. I will catch you all next time, which will be sometime tomorrow. I'm not going to wait for the load screen. I'm just going to say, keep your stick on the ice, and see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.